bill is passed, and without objection, a motion to reconsider is laid upon the table.
The vote in the House came 6 months into the 2011 budget year, and only after last Friday's compromise prevented a government shutdown. Speaker John Boehner defended the $38 billion in spending cuts as real progress.
What this bill does, it stops the bleeding. It halts the spending binge that starts us moving back in the right direction. But there are some who claim that the spending cuts in this bill aren't real, that they're gimmicks. Well, I just think it's total nonsense. A cut is a cut.
Some Republicans demanded deeper cuts, and 59 of them voted no. 81 Democrats supported the bill. The Senate also passed the bill.
We have a choice to make in a divided House and a divided Congress and divided government. The Speaker talked about divided government. And that choice is whether we will come together, work together, try to make the best possible agreement that we can make, and then move together. I think the American public expects us to do that.
In a meeting with his deficit commission at the White House, President Obama reiterated the need for the burden to be shared equally.
It's important that we look at our tax code and find a way to work together to not only simplify and make the tax system fairer, but also that we use it as a tool to help us achieve our deficit targets. And it's also important, and I think these gentlemen share the view, that we can't exempt anybody from these efforts.
On the Senate floor, Minority Leader Mitch McConnell warned that Republicans are not about to accept tax hikes.
Americans know that we face a fiscal crisis not because we tax too little, but because we spend too much. They do not support the reckless Washington spending that has left us with record deficits and debt, and they will not support raising taxes to preserve an unsustainable status quo.
But the Majority Leader lauded Obama's deficit speech, saying it's time for everyone to sacrifice.
I'm very satisfied with the direction the President is taking. He has been, he's cast a wide net, making sure that there's going to be some shared sacrifice, which is so very, very important to work our way through this budget problem that we have.
Congressional Black Caucus, on the other hand, presented their own budget and cast a spell on the Republican proposal.
Unlike the Republican budget, the CBC budget brings our deficit to 1.4% of GDP by 2015, reaching so-called primary balance, which is the goal of the President's Fiscal Commission earlier than the Commission itself.
Just 3 words about the Republican budget said by a renowned political leader or writer, if you will. Tomorrow, the Republicans, on behalf of the American people, will commit suicide.
Aaron Ocheng, Mark TV News.